Hey, Hog Twins here. Check out our friend Matthew Spirit at his podcast at The Dumb Show and his website, don'tunfriendme.com. Yeah.
Good morning, Don't Unfriend Me Nation. What are we doing?
What's going on, everybody? Let's see if we can get a few people on. This is 7-Eleven, not our normal time in any way, shape, or form. I think we're greenlit on Rumble, on YouTube. So I want to make sure everyone understood what's going on.
You didn't play the full intro, so I haven't logged them all on yet.
What?
I said you didn't play the full intro, so I haven't
all right.
logged everything on yet.
That's all right. Well, we're not doing a show. We're just going to tell everybody what's going on.
That's
true. And I know I didn't want to go any longer, especially with Rumble, YouTube, Twitter, because they don't get an update. Usually I post on Facebook when I'm not coming on. I'm still hurting like a son of a gun.
I don't want him to stay on too long. He's trying not to move his mouth when he talks, because when he does, it hurts.
Well, my boyfriend taught me not to do that because then I use my teeth. So I'm talking like this. That's what we're going to do, she. We're going to go ahead and get the compass. Compass, she. Yeah, Sammy. That's what we're going to do. Huh? So, yeah, it's a lot. So for those that didn't know, I had oral surgery. And listen, I was in boot camp. I had 4 molars removed, and I was doing PT 2 hours after it was done. Well, that's not true. We got 8 hours of bed rest. And if that happened at the end of the day, you slept through chow, you slept through everything, and you just hit the rack and took your T3s and went to sleep. If it was early in the morning, you were up for dinner and PT, 8 hours. You got 8 hours of bed rest. So a lot of guys like to do it 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That way they could have all night and through drill. Even if you're getting abandoned ship and you're doing push-ups and everyone's getting punished, you're in bed and you just sit there and you don't move, and you close your eyes. But if you got it in the morning, the reason why is we had a visit from the LT and the captain, and I was the person who kept the logbook because I had the best handwriting because I took drafting in high school. So I had the best handwriting by far. So I always stood watch during inspection days because my logbook was just perfect. So 06 to 09, and I never got the balls watch ever because I was always the best penmanship. So I always got the morning watch, which was great because it gets you out of sexual harassment training, whatever. So, I was 06 to 09, and that's morning PT, breakfast, chow, and then at 9 o'clock when you're relieved, you go and eat, whatever, or they bring you back a plate. And needless to say, I did the morning 09, and then I had a 9:30 dentist appointment. So, and then I went through and took all 4 teeth were removed. I was not put under. They literally zap. Like most dentists, they only do one side of your face. And they don't do the up down either. They work in one quadrant of 4. Well, military didn't do that. They just numb the whole mouth and pop. All 4 came out. And then it was like 10 o'clock till 7. And I was up and I was I was cleaning the head and shining shoes and everything else. And I was expected to get out of bed. So that's needless to say. I don't have a problem with working when I'm sick or whatever. But this surgery was like, this was evasive. I mean, my entire mouth still isn't working right. And you can see it. This side of the face is not opening properly when I talk. And it's not personal. It's this entire side of my face over here is numb. So, and the reason why is because they went into the jawbone. There's nerves in the face. They had to give me, I think it was 12 injection points into the nerves of mouth. So I got 12 injections. And then they had to shoot into the tooth too, up in that, because that entire area, that nerve was so deep. that it was so inflamed from the infection for 20 years of infection. So my entire face is now doesn't have pressure. It's not infected, and all those muscles and nerves are literally trying to figure out what to do and how to fire properly. I mean, that's literally what it feels like. So needless to say, I'm still suppurating a little bit, still bleeding, and I just need to get some rest. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I got up and I did a show this morning, and I thought I felt pretty good, but it only went 9 minutes. And if I only have a 9-minute show, there's something wrong. Either I just got done having a show and I'm spent, or I just can't talk anymore, and I literally stopped in the middle of the show. So I'm gonna take a rest. Plus, Olivia is pulling rank and saying I'm not going to be on tonight.
Yep. Considering we're going to be on for a while tomorrow, you need to take it easy.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a big show. I mean, we're going to be on early. I imagine 7:30, 7:45.
What time does the debate start?
It's a good question.
Because Ethan does have a baseball game, so we got to figure that one out. So we'll have to figure that one out.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do that baseball game. We're going to have to figure it out. But it's debate, and that's a huge night. What does it say? Did you look?
Oh, no, I need to look. Hang on.
So we're going to find out for you guys what time. But we're literally just going to pop smoke, get rest, and that's it. So I just want to let everybody know. So I apologize. I prepared some stuff. There's some really juicy stuff going on with Biden. If you don't know this, 2 of the wire transfers that he got, one for $250,000, one for $10,000, both had his home address in Delaware on them. They got the wire transfer information, and it has his home address, which means Hunter, when he took those payments, put his dad's home address on there. That's pretty stupid. And what that does is now link money to Joe Biden. So it's that's a pretty big thing. And also, I'm hearing a lot of stuff around the document scandal case is ramping up. I mean, big time. Like hundreds of witnesses, former Secretary of Treasury, getting hold of chief of staff, military officials. This probe is now going into the Burisma stuff, so it's interesting. There's a lot, and a lot of people are like, oh, nothing's going to happen. I'll be honest with you. If they're going to expect to hold Trump accountable, they're going to have to hold Biden accountable, and that's the one thing that we can rest easy on. And then plus now what you're seeing is once one little thing falls, you saw what happened to the New Jersey senator, and what's going on with him with the bribery scandal. There's a lot happening right now. So we'll talk about it tomorrow. But if you haven't had a chance, go to the Facebook page. It's on there. I put it on there. I put the list. I got it from the GOP website. And then I confirmed it. It was on the Daily Wire, and it was on a few other sites in regards to this payment. It walks you through what it is, and it's legit. And the Oversight Committee they found it and just released it. So it's not a good thing for Biden. It links him directly to the money. It's what the Democrats have been asking for. Now what are the Democrats going to say? And this is what I've tried to tell everybody is by going after Trump the way they were, all they've done is just laid the exact same groundwork for Biden. Mm-hmm. So they have to get Biden too now. I mean, now they don't have a choice. They've set a precedence. And once you do that, this is ultimately could be its undoing. Now, it's interesting the timing of all this because, Biden's about a month and a half away before he has to shit or get off the pot. He either has to go ahead and confirm that he's running or pop smoke and put in a secondary. It's funny that this might be the last hoorah before they decide to fully commit. And if this doesn't bring Biden down and this doesn't stop him and give him pause, then he's signing on for what Trump did. And Trump knew very well running in 2020 was going to bring on a plethora of convictions, a plethora of investigations and indictments. And Trump signed on for it. Now Biden's going to have to decide, does he want to spend the rest of his remaining years in a courtroom? Because that's what's going to happen. And if he runs, they're going to try to destroy him. And just like the same thing with Trump. I mean, this is the Washington Potomac two-step. This is what happens. So this is what we warned of and said, if you go after Trump, you're opening up fair game on everybody. And now they're going to start looking at everybody. And the stuff with Lauren Boebert and all of that, those type of things are getting people to say, you know what? Now it's a battle of contrition. It's who can strike the hardest, strike the fastest against the opposing party, because everything's getting leaked. Where there used to be this stay of execution on, okay, you do things wrong, I do things wrong, we never talk about it, and it's quid pro quo. Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, they're going after Trump, people are getting more and more emboldened to start going after corruption on the other side. And now it's just a matter of who's left standing. I mean, this is what we're talking about. This is finally starting to come around. So just hang tight, because it's going to get better. But anyway, we'll talk tomorrow.
The debate starts at 9.
Debate starts at 9, so we'll probably go to the ball game and be back by 9 o'clock.
If there is a ball game, I don't know if it's supposed to rain or not tomorrow.
Oh shit! Yeah, there's no way. The fields aren't going to be too wet.
Yeah, well,
from
the
the
game
last
from
2
tonight
days.
was canceled, so
Yeah, there's no
I'll
way.
have to see.
When I saw the fields when we drove by with yogurt, they were swamps. So all the fields are going to be wet.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll have to check out the weather.
Yep. And then, the New York judge, this said Trump defrauded and they're going to liquidate his businesses. You can't just liquidate a business. It's going to go on appeal. A judge doesn't have that authority or power to do that. He can go ahead and recommend it to the IRS. He can recommend it for investigative purposes. That's fine. But that doesn't mean that's anything. The judge is simply saying there's enough evidence to move forward with this. He can't just liquidate and deplatform Donald Trump that way. You can't do that. It's just not the way it works. So guys, I gotta go. Already, Olivia's right. I'm already hurting. I can't do this. It's just I just need to rest my mouth, and it literally feels like somebody took a pair of pliers and ripped out a tooth. Oh wait, they did. So God bless everybody. Please do me a favor. Go over to the Don't Unfriend Me store at thedumbshow.com. Pick up a hat, t-shirt, whatever. Would appreciate supporting the show. And if you have not watched today's video, go watch it. Throw a like on it. We need to continue to do that. It helps grow the channel, and I always appreciate your support. So
And head on over to YouTube and give a thumbs up and subscribe, please.
yeah.
Trying to grow that channel.
Just go and find the video today. It's decent. It's about oh crap, what is it about?
It's something about they're trying to get Donald Trump on gun charges.
Yeah,
or something
it's
like
the
that.
it's the gun charge thing, and he went to South Carolina to a gun store and picked up one of the Glocks. That was the Trump 45 Glock, which was all custom made with his face in it and everything else. This is what it looks like.
So what's wrong?
So well, I'll tell you. He's under indictment. It's federally. Can you see the gun? So it's a federal law that he can't purchase a firearm while under indictment. Well, he didn't. All he said was, "Wow, I want to buy one of these." Right? Like, just saying it aloud. And they, of course, liberals are like, "Well, he broke the law. He broke his parole. He's not allowed to buy a gun and a firearm." And of course, they just made this big. There's anything he does. This
and
is
he
what.
didn't buy one.
No, not at all. He didn't buy one at all. So that was just one of the things that. But of course, they don't care about. They don't care anything about Hunter. I mean, Hunter buys a gun on drugs and lies about it. Has three charges on that, and yeah. I don't think Trump had a Glock 45. Was it a 45? No, I think it was a Glock 19. I don't think it's a 45. No, it's not a 45. 45 profile doesn't look like that. It was this. I think this is my 19. Yeah, this is my Gen 4 19. This is the exact same firearm that he had, minus the extension on the mag. And then, of course, being gold and Donald Trump worthy. So this is the exact same model. This is a Gen 4 Glock 19. So that's what it was. It wasn't a 45. All right, everybody, I got to go. Talk to you guys soon. Talk to you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, 9 o'clock, debate live. We may be on early if the game's rained out, so we can kind of talk a little bit. And then you've got the funding deal for funding the government. And Republicans just came out. The Freedom Caucus just came out and said we're not going to support it. I will not support this. House Republicans come out against bipartisan Senate funding deal. See, here's the... Okay, you know what? I can't get into it. I got to go. I can't get into it.
We need to go.
tomorrow we'll talk all about the Senate funding bill. We'll talk about why this is wrong. We'll talk about what 60 Minutes found out about Ukraine in regards to them providing seed and agriculture infrastructure and paying their civil service workers, police and fire department, 75,000 people America is paying in Ukraine. This is a lot bigger than a war. This looks like nation building. There's something deeper here. So we'll talk about all that tomorrow. I got to go. This is the way it works. God bless everybody.
Good night, y'all.
See you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Bye.
I'm David Boreanaz with the Casta SEAL team, and we have an important message for returning vets.
We want you to know if you're struggling to cope, there's help and it's just a phone call away.
The Veterans Crisis Line is staffed with experienced professionals who know your struggles.
Somebody block Lizzie Dawson, please. She's going to spam the site. Somebody get her. Get her. Thanks.
I'm David Boreanaz with the Casta SEAL team,